Testing audio. I need to monitor myself, but I think I'm in a good volume. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, testing. I think I'm alright. Testing audio, testing. Okay, I think we can start now. Apparently have a good volume, but just in case, I'll lower the BGM just a bit, because I want to hear myself in the monitorization. Okay, so it's been a long while since I last streamed because of this and that, so I'm going to introduce myself again because we have a lot of changes. First one, I'm crossing my fingers that my computer won't explode during the stream. If it does, well, I'll try something other. And also because I used to stream in Twitch, but I thought that it would be wiser to use YouTube because I want to post my covers and well, the streams in this platform and have all my content in one platform, so it will be easier for me to track my progress during this all this journey that is called Vtubing. So having said that, I give you my welcome, whether if you are live or watching the bot of the stream. My name is Sorashiro. Sorashiro769. You can search me in my account of Twitch if you want, but also in Twitter. And if you can from Twitter, well, I give you the warmest of welcomes to my stream. So having well, I already tested audio, so I think let's go to the chase and the main event of this. So the situation is the following. I wanted to do some kind of introduction of myself as a content creator, as a VTuber, in a fun way, or at least in a very informative way, because not only I want to, no, I won't say that I want to become very known in the community, but also I want to, no, instead I want to do some quick introduction, quick quote unquote, for people to know about me a little bit more in a fun way and in a concise way. And so when I thought about that, I remembered that this video about VTuber question and answers exists. I don't remember the original author, but it's about the questions in Japanese or something like that. So in advance, to again fear that my computer will explode, I wrote all the questions of that video in advance, so you can see here in the document. So this stream will consist in me trying to answer these questions, and maybe in the future, because I'm in kind of transition of PC hardware, I could do this in a video, and also try a little more interesting things, like finally using my the Broid model I did using the default configurations of Broid Studio. Basically have movement instead of a PNG that reacts to sound like this one. So having said that, let's start, shall we? So What's your name? It's the first question. As I said, my name is Sorashiro. So I'll write I'm Sorashiro. This name is. It could be hard to pronounce. Hard to do the intonation for some people. So personally, I thought of this name as Sorashiro, like the emphasis in the ra. But if you want to call me Sorashiro, there's no problem. Also, if you can cut the name in half and use just Sora or just Shiro. I'll leave it to yourself. Oh, maybe not Sora because we have a lot of Soras in the world of Vtubers, and I guess a lot of Shiros. Well, I'll leave that to you. So, how can I call you? As I said, you can call me Sorashiro. Sora. Shiro. I guess. Yeah. Something like that. The guy in blue shirt. I don't know. And having said that, we will go to the third question. What kind of VTuber? If I remember correctly, there is another question about the content. Or not. Yes. No. So, the third question is about the content. What kind of VTuber? Okay. If I'm honest with you, I thought at first, and I still think that I will do some. Well, I like music, so if you want to, if I wanted to mention the main type of content I will do, I will say something related to music. So I thought be singer is the appropriate term, but as we know, today in today's world, between even if your main purpose is singing, you can do a lot of other things. There are a lot of famous VTubers that even if they label themselves as V-singer, or they started labeling themselves as singers, they practically transition into the more general world of VTuber, because along with the music they also play and do some other content live on stream like all the VTubers do. So be singer, I like music, but I also like games, so a gamer, or be gamer if you want to put some terms. I like games. What about games, you might ask? Well, I usually am not a picky one with games. I try to play different types of games, because there is always one very good game among all these types of genres inside the game world. If I can give you an example, it could be I like visual novels, so visual novels such as Ace Attorney, Danganronpa, Professor Layton, which you can interact with other with the environment and the other characters, but also like the raw type of visual novels, that is reading and making options. So in that essence, I can mention my two favorite visual novels, who are Higurashi and Umineko no Naku Koroni from Ryukishi-san. Well, actually, I'm kind of the middle of the story of Yumineko, so I don't think that is my final opinion, but I finished Higurashi, and I can assure you it's one of the best works I have ever read. I became so emotional in a lot of parts of the game. I mean, well, it's a game, it's a novel, but I became emotional in a lot of parts of the story. I think it's a very well crafted story, and I will want to visit it with the voice actors, because I played it. I played the manga version, the manga gamer version on Steam, that is just text, not a voice. So I would like to revisit the story, but with voices. And also read the mangas. So I like games, I like music. I like memes, obviously. Memes, the DNA of the soul. One of my favorite is link it out with games. One of my favorite series is Metal Gear series. So a very special place in my heart is reserved for Metal Gear. I love that story. And so the memes. There's a lot of memes, especially for Metal Gear Rising. But if you do some nitpicking into the other games of the series, you will find some very hilarious moments that will classify as memes. So, be singer, be gamer, and be haha. Sorry for the bad jokes. Okay, let's continue. When's your birthday? Oh, I need this. When's your birthday? Okay. Maybe if you came from Twitter, you may or may not have seen the description on my account, my profile. But if you don't worry, I can answer that to you. January the 7th, it's my birthday. I turned I turned just on January the 7th, the end of the first week of the year. So you could say a New Year's born child, quote unquote. Well, one of the when I was a kid, I kind of hated that I had a birthday on January the 7th, because in my country, the months of January and February are holidays, summer holidays. So I was kind of jealous when other people had their birthdays during the year, for example, March or May, June, when they were all in school. So for a day they became the center of the love and cheers of my other classmates and professors and teachers. So I was kind of jealous. But well, let's say school wasn't a very happy time of life. So I became to appreciate my birthday as I was growing. So from today, the current me likes that date, especially because I have a 7. I kind of 7 is a very good number here in my country, and in my heart it's also a good number. So I appreciate it very much. Well, and also because when I have my birthday, one of my favorite things is to celebrate it with my family, with some pisco sour for the cocktail lovers. Very good cocktail. So that is the question number 4. When's your birthday? It's January the 7th or January 7 I don't. I actually don't know what is the correct way to say a date, because I remember that in school when I had to write the dates from the class, it was the month and uh, the form of the number that gives an order. I don't remember the ordinal form. I guess that is the concept, ordinal number. So it was an for example, first the ST, the ND, or the RD for third, or the TH for fourth, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th, something like that. Okay, having said that, let's continue to the next question. How old are you? Okay, actually, I have no problems giving my age because, well, I don't have a lore established actually. I haven't thought of that. Well, I have wild ideas, but I didn't have some like that implemented in the implementing my idea of a content creator. So I have no problem giving you my age. It's 25 years old. I wanted to do this because I know that there are some safety reasons, but also lore ones that makes a lot of VTubers transform their age or the concept of age. I respect that decision. I think it's very fun to do that because you embrace the form you gave your VTuber persona. It's very fun. But if you ask me, I've never felt comfortable doing that because it's I want to be close to numbers. So it's my opinion that I want to be close to my numbers, which are my age and my birthday. So that is my take about age. So having said that, let's continue with the question number 6. What's your gender? Okay, maybe you can guess about for my voice, but well, I'm actually a male. My gender is male. I am comfortable with that type of genre, and yeah, I think that is about this. I don't think this question requires any explanation. I feel comfortable with my gender and my orientation. So let's leave it at that. And so we advance to question number 7, which is a kind of hard pill to swallow for me because I am in the below average spectrum. I am the below average spectrum, so I am 164 centimeters. Yes, sorry, but in my country we don't use freedom units, so I actually don't know what is the conversion from centimeters to the foot and inches. I think there are the units I use in the USA and some other countries. Let me check out. Centimeters to feet and inches. So if I go to this and do this, okay, according to Google, this is the same. No, this is the same. Oh, no, this is not the no. That is sorry. Yeah, My configuration of keyboard is in Spanish, but I'm using a little keyboard that have a English layout. So I'm trying to guess what are the correct combination of keys to do the symbol. So, okay, 164 centimeters are the same as 5. It's like 5.38. Good. So I'm kind of on the low side of things. I wish I was taller because, well, 10 years I was below average in my country. And today I'm still below average, and I think I'm very lower than before. So I wish I was taller, but hey, big things come in small packages. So even if I am on the lower side of height in terms of male heights, I have a lot to offer. That doesn't depend on my my height. Having said that, let's continue with the 8th question. Where are you from? Okay. Well, I speak English, pero también hablo español, porque soy nativo español. And if you check that little phrase that I said in Spanish, you can maybe guess my accent. If you don't, don't worry. But I have a very particular accent that is kind of known and have a bad reputation of being unintelligible in the Latin American community. But fuck it, we won't. I have to say though that even if the accent and the manner of speaking is the principal manner of speaking is kind of a meme into in the international community and other Latin American countries, I have to say that by no means that form is the only one, because one of the features that Chile has is that people speak differently whether you are in the north part of the country, the center of or the south. And believe me, they speak differently, different terms, different manners of speaking. So if you come across a Chilean one day and you listen to her manner of speaking, you will know one of the very of the many accents and forms of speaking that exist in Chile. So have fun if you find any Chilean. What's your charming point? Okay, I don't think of myself as a very charming person because it's kind of difficult to identify my charms. But if I could give you an answer, it maybe will be, I don't know, sometimes I'm kind of fun during a conversation, the thing about being shy and doing some small comments to spice the conversation, not in the Jabai ones or the sassy stuff, but trying to induce a love. So I'm shy, but try to introduce love in a conversation. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to write like this. Also because I don't have in a good position in my room, because I have a very small room and I can't use my usual office chair because the door of my bedroom has to remain open while when I'm using the chair, and I kind of don't want people to know what I'm doing right now. But okay, something like that. Another turning point, it's, well, I can say this as the way I have seen the way I have talked to some people about this, some opinions from my family, and some surveys that one time were done in my school when I was in high school, that they say that I am a person with good leadership skills. I personally, I don't think I have a lot of leadership skills, but when but I try to take the initiative when trying to do things, especially difficult ones or long ones. So in that case, you could say that I have I wouldn't say leadership skills, but what is the word? It's a word that they use a lot in interviews. It's not a motivated person. It's a person who takes the initiative. I think that is one charming point that I can say to you. But don't worry, I will do I will resume all of the answers to actually engage in doing the famous video. But basically, I take I think it's initiative. I think it's with one initiative for complex things. Yes, I think that is. I'll try to take the initiative when I'm working, for example, or when I need to do some things that are important, for example, in work or on college. Some things like that. Okay. Excuse me, I have to move the gain up of my microphone a little bit. Okay. So, having said that, let's go to the question number 10. But before that, I have to blow my nose, so I remove myself. Sorry, ¿cuántas quiero? Allergics are very awful this time of the year here in my country. It's terrible. Okay. The 10 is, well, please do an impersonation. An impersonation of what? I don't think I have a lot of skills doing an impersonation, so let's think. I will try to do an impersonation of Mr. Alter from Hollow Stars English. So, hello, I'm Regis Alter. No, I don't think that sounds good. One thing I kind of struggle with my voice is that I think that my voice haven't changed since I was 16. So I think I'm still in the childlike voice or adolescent-like voice. So one of my long-term goals, personal goals, is try to have a consensus with my voice and learn to love it. And actually, that's because we tend to sound different when we record our voices, and that is something that I have struggled a lot. So with a lot when recording covers. By the way, I'm cooking 2 covers, so please stay tuned. So, well, it's something that I can improve. So Regis, okay, Regis Tarrant, because I don't think I can do it. And oh, allergies are awful this time of the year, bro. And also because it was supposed to be sunny, almost like summer in my country, and suddenly today started raining, and it was very cold in the morning. Actually, a horrible one. Not gonna lie. Oh, okay. Another impersonation thing I could say is it's like the mini or mommy version in Senor Pelos Senor Pelos videos is like the oh I can do that, sorry. But I think I leave it like that, the impersonation. I think this question needs more thoughts. Need more work. But if not, I'll try to do the impersonation. What can it be? So that leaves us with the question, question number 11. Where are you active? So as you can say, as I said at the start of the stream, I changed platforms to be in YouTube. So you can find me here in YouTube, streaming and uploading some song covers when I do the covers, because there are some logistic problems that prevent me from doing cover recording and mixing a lot of that stuff in my actual bedroom. So from time to time I try to prioritize recording rather than mixing, because I know that I can do mixing outside my quote-unquote home studio without using the audio interface. I just have to use my own headphones to do that. So I have some recordings, but I need to mix them and to do some wacky art to put as a background of the video while the song is playing. You could if you go to my channel, you can watch a bit of the low budget covers. I think I did some 4 songs, 3 or 4 songs, doing some very standard methods of mixing and mastering, and also very basic image. It's almost like a placeholder to put it, but I'm trying to do some variations, like very simple drawings to give a little more of a spice on the image. But the important part is that it's the sound that I'm going to record doing the covers. I think I have improved, because I have watched some resources on YouTube, reading some books and articles on internet. So I think I can do a better mixing. but I wouldn't um, I wouldn't be confident in I am not very confident in that, but I definitely think that I sound better than before with the mixing process that I'm doing right now. So there's nothing to me to say about that other than well, stay tuned. So YouTube is the platform, this will be the main platform from now on, and I think I will be using it more frequently when I change my computer, because I am updating my setup to finally don't have problems while streaming something that could be more something more demanding on the memory side. But I don't think that's a problem. My computer has a problem that I don't know, and the technicians don't know what the hell is going on. So the best thing I can do is give this computer a proper maintenance and use it for office work, I guess. So, but let's continue to the next question. Starting reading. Okay. Just before that, let me take a sip of water. Oof. I love water. So, the starting greeting. I haven't thought of a starting greeting such as something similar or maybe the same of one of the sentences I put in the sentences I put on my channel and account description about the thing of watching the source. So maybe the starting greeting could be hello. Watching the stars. Hello, Sorashiro here, watching the stars. Well, I definitely don't get accustomed to this keyboard. Well, maybe one day. I hope. So, hello, Sorashiro here, watching the stars. Well, it's a very basic greeting, but I don't think I can spice it more. Maybe if I give it some more thought, and in the future I could have another thing, but but for the time being, let's keep with that. So again, hello, Sorashiro here, watching the stars. Watching the stars. Watching the stars and having fun, or having fun watching the stars, something like that. Okay, something like that. Let's have fun watching this. Let's have fun watching the stars, something like that. The ending greeting. Oof, this is a tricky one, because it's something like some very simple thing as goodbye, have a good night, something like that. But let's keep it with thank you for coming. See you at the next stargazing. Thank you for coming, and see you and see you at the next stargazing, something like that. Yes. I put some stars theme because I kind of like stars. It's not my. I'm not a. I'm not like a scientist or a very enthusiastic fan of all the stars, but I like a lot of science fiction, and I like my very bit of astronomy and satellites. So you could say I'm kind of a fan of something things space related. Okay, this is an interesting one because I established during my hiatus what are the fun emojis, the Oshi mark. So if you can see my Twitter account, I use two marks. One of them is a galaxy. I need some help from my other keyboard. Thank you. Galaxy plus music notes. That is because, as I said, I like watching and dreaming about stars and planets. Things related to satellites, mechanics or something like that. I like physics. And also the notes because I want to reflect my musical background. No, not my musical background, but my liking to music. Speaking of that, my music tastes are in the. I think they are in the in the rock part, rock, electronic music, something like that. You're not. I think it's something like that. Music, yeah. But I like music, rock, something like that. Music done in anime. That is the way I know a lot of bands by listening to their works performing in an anime, something like that. Okay, live tag. I did some tags one time ago, but I don't remember if I have the oh, I guess I have this, but they are kind of long, so anyways, I'll put it better. They are worth a try, so that way I can update my description on Twitter and in this the description in my YouTube channel. So I would like to use live hero. It's a very simple one, but I think I want to. Well, my philosophy with this is try to introduce introduce in a clever way words into my name. So Sorashiro, but take out the ra and put live into it. So live Chiro. In regarding the art tag, the same thing. This is, in my opinion, the best of the tags I thought. Sorachiro. Now, if I say so myself, this was one of a very clever insert of a word into my name. So I think I'm proud of this tag. So I'll update after the stream. I'll update my description to put all of this information, especially live tags. Okay. Having thought about that, let's continue to the fan name. I actually don't think too much about all the thing of fan names because I know that all of this journey of Vtuber is a rather long one, so it takes a bit to grow up and to grow up your community. and to have some interactions with them. So I did not think about that a lot of. I didn't think about that, but rather than a fine name, I actually thought of some concept like, what if fans of my content can be represented? Well, I gave you the context of Galaxy and music, so how about some crazy special stellar picks, guitar picks, because I play the guitar also. But again, due to my conditions in my bedroom, I can't play the guitar right now, but believe me, I play the guitar. So I thought about some space picks or something like that. A space pick, like a special type of guitar pick. So if you want to ask me what is the fan name, what will be the name of my fan base, I will say you the space picks or something like that, or special or heavily picks, special pick, space picks. The space picks provisional. Well, sure. Now it's okay. Okay. Let's continue to the question 18. Favorite color. Okay. I actually have two favorite colors. I can't decide by one of them. My favorite colors are blue and red. But I can't decide of one of them because I have a lot of things that are blue and a lot of things that are red. For example, I don't know. I have blue jackets, blue and red, blue jackets, red jackets. I have okay, the cover case of my phone is blue. What else have in this room? Well, something like that. I like to see blue and red things, especially with different tonalities, different strengths of color, and something like that. Actually, one of my favorite things to watch is the blue sky in a summer afternoon. It's a very beautiful color and a very beautiful view, especially if you are in the countryside with a lot of birds and stuff like that. So I will put blue and red. Those are my favorite colors. What are your hobbies? Well, as I said to you, I play the guitar, so I like to play the guitar, sing, listen to music, obviously. I also like to play games and read books. Well, I have been studying a lot of English because I need to prepare myself for the future, if you know what I mean. To prepare myself for the future, to do some evil plans, if you want to give it a name. But also I wanted to revisit some literature that I didn't like when I was in school, because I'm not a very big fan of reading books when you are obligated to do so. So I ended up hating a lot of those books, but I recently bought these books that I haven't read, but I read another works of the author, and I think it was the only one that I liked. So I saw the book in offer and I bought it. This is 100 Years of Solitude Cien años de soledad by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. So I wanted to check out that book because a lot of I have read a lot of about that book and some opinions of friends that say it's one of the best books in Latin American literature. So I wanted to check it out. Read books, and obviously that includes comics and manga. I like to read manga. Oh, and also watch anime. Good. I don't think this will be useful as a script, but it's a very nice activity to do to answer these questions and try to get myself a little bit more known by the people who watch me or who will watch me in the future. So thank you in advance. Let's take the question number 20 about after a little bit of water. Okay. What are you good at? This is a difficult question, but I want to be confident in myself and say that I'm good at singing. Or more actually, I am good at enjoying singing because I like to sing a lot. I have sung since I was very little kid, and I have enjoyed every moment of that. So I want to keep enjoying this, and I think I'm very good at enjoying my singing. Okay, this can be a little bit boring, saying that I'm good at studying, but that is because I like to learn new things. Well, actually, I'm a university student, so I am most of the time learning new things, especially when doing all my work to obtain my degree. But from time to time, there are some topics that are very interesting to cover. For example, now that they have been reading a little bit of hydrogeology, something about aquifers that were a bit interesting. So maybe I'll visit that topic in detail in the future. And I would also like to do the same with orbital mechanics. Basically the dynamics, how to describe movement, all of this about forces and energy around the satellites who orbit the Earth or other bodies, celestial bodies. So yeah, and also things about astronomy. So as I said, I like a lot about the stars and things about physics. So I like stars, astronomy, but in my case, I find it even funny, even more interesting and more enjoyable with the background in university physics that I have, because I'm reading things and I can say, oh, but that is because, and I remember some law or some formula that makes me understand better the thing that I'm reading. So I'm kind of, I don't like to use the word nerd, but I think that is the context you could use it. What is the word? Sorry. I become so not emotional, but because so excited when I'm reading all of these things. Now confess your love, oh dear Lord. Confess your love to who? Okay. I don't feel comfortable doing that to a Vtuber because I don't think I have a crush on one. I'm very fan of a lot of Vtubers, but not to the point to do this. But there's something that I'm gonna be that is to recognize my first anime crush, who is Horo from Spice and Wolf. My god, I can't love her enough, bro. I like Horo a lot. So Horo, my girl. I know how to do the hard with this. Okay. I need some help from my other keyboard. Okay. So that is about the Confess Your Love. My favorite food. Oh, this is. I will have to think about this, but if you ask me, I think I have two candidates. One of them are lasagna. I like lasagna a lot, especially if there are some types of recipes of lasagna that have a mixture of cheese, different types of cheeses, different types of cheese. I think that is the correct way to say it. So when you do the mixing, the taste takes another. Well, the plate takes another taste, another different and very enjoyable taste. And the other one is a classic in Chilean cuisine, especially a classic in Chilean cuisine. A classic in Chilean cuisine mostly is pastel de choclo. A rough translation will be like some corn pie, something like that. But it's more than just corn. Well, depending on the song, but the version that I enjoy so much is it's made with meat, onion, blended corn. The corn is cut and put into a blender to do a paste. This paste is later mixed with some other ingredients, such as, for example, I think heavy cream and some spices, mostly for color and to result some of the flavor of the corn, and also sugar. One of the version that I'm describing, once the plate is assembled, it needs to be cooked, and they put sugar on the top, and that sugar melt and gives the plate a crispy texture and a sweet taste, which I enjoyed so much. Okay, how many questions we have left? Okay, we are reaching the end. Nice. My favorite drink. Okay. In regards to my favorite drink, I can give you two answers. One is a juice. Orange juice is my favorite juice, but from natural oranges, because the typical juice that you buy in at the supermarket, like the powdered juice, tank juice, for example, or bottle juice with the normal juice, I think it has a very horrible taste. I can't stand that type of juice. no matter how many times I have drunk it. And some people like to mix juice with alcohol to do some very simple cocktails. And I think that type of juice, especially orange juice, will ruin any cocktail you try to make. No, I can't stand that processed orange juice. But I want to. I actually want like to have the oranges do the and take the juice by itself. But the thing is, I like natural orange juice because it has not only the sweet taste but also the acidity, that acid taste that makes me enjoy it more. And in the let's say tipsy side of things, I like the naranja sour. It's like pisco sour. If you don't know, pisco sour is pisco, one of the products that you obtain when you do the distillation of all the wine or something like that. But is this type of liqueurs. So original pisco sour is pisco with lemon juice. That is the pisco sour. The naranja sour, I don't know if that's the official name of the drink, but in my family we call it that, like that. Is take pisco sour, but instead of using lemon, you use orange juice. So we do the combination of orange juice with pisco, and we obtain the naranja sour, one of the best cocktails I have drank in my life. Well, that doesn't say too much because I'm not used to drink cocktails. I actually don't drink too many cocktails because if I want to go to a bar, to a resto bar or a bar or a pub to ask for some cocktails, bro, the cocktails are so expensive, like 20,000 pesos here in Chile. Let's see, 20, for example, 20,000 pesos if we want to pass it to US dollars. It's about $21. But let me tell you, if you want to, for example, take a lot of drinks or repeat the same drink, you are going to be broke in no time. Well, I think that is the same in all the pubs in the world, but especially here, alcohol is expensive. Favorite manga? Well, I am a shonen enthusiast, so I like to read shonens, but actually just like the thing related to games that I said before, I like to read a lot of type of mangas, but my usual genres are, well, demographics more actually, but no, I will tell about genres. Action, romantic comedy, psychological, but my favorite manga of all time that I'm waiting so much for their anime is Steel Ball Run. Or for the Steel Ball Run is my favorite manga. Or if you want to be, if you want me to be more specific, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7. When the anime of the Part 7 of JoJo's comes out, I assure you, I will be smashing the F5 button in my streaming service to watch the first chapter. and I will follow every inch of the road, every centimeter of the road, because I like it so much. Silver Run is such a fantastic manga, amazing drawing, a very charismatic cast of characters, an amazing protagonist. I think Johnny Joestar has to be one of my favorite main characters of all the mangas that I have read. He's such a very well-written character along with Jairo Sebeli, so two of my favorite characters of all time in manga. But the question about favorite anime is very difficult because I have a list. I can't choose a favorite anime. It's difficult. So the thing I will do is I'm gonna give you my I won't say my top 3, but my three favorite anime in no order at all. So let's start with Gintama. I like shonen, and Gintama is one of my favorites because it has an amalgamation of a lot of things. It's hilarious as hell. There are some very funny moments. A lot of that are toilet humor, but they do their job. A lot of times I have laughed myself to the point of crying watching Gintama. And also they have very emotional arc where a lot of things happen, very good fights. I think my favorite arc of Gintama is the first arc, well, in terms of animation, the first arc of the 2011 season. Basically the season after the long run of the first long run ended, the first anime of Gintama, which is, I think it's the, I don't remember the name of the arc, but it's the arc with where the arc where when let's say the big chiefs of Kabukicho have a kind of a war or something like that, and there are some samurai battles that are so well animated. The following one is like a typical answer for more of the people that are into anime, or at least the popular ones. But it had this try to be one of the better anime and histories of all time, Full Metal Alchemist. But I want to specify Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I think that those two series has to be watched. Actually, my recommended take for watching Full Metal Alchemist anime is to watch the first Full Metal Alchemist anime, because there are some events in that anime that, in my opinion, have a lot more impact than in Brotherhood, especially because the first 13 episodes of Brotherhood are kind of rushed, because I think the staff wanted to cover those things quickly, because they were already covered in the 2003 anime, the first anime, and go basically quickly to the material that wasn't animated at that time. But the first Full Metal Alchemist, at least till the half of the series, which is the canon to the manga, I think there are some events that are portrayed more impactful, have more impact when they are showing to you. So I think it's worth a try, and because of all the impact that the animation of Brotherhood, some people that watch Brotherhood first and go to the old anime, they kind of have a, let's say, a quote-unquote culture shock when changing for that. So my take that I recommend is to start with the old anime one, and after that watch Brotherhood. And I think it is a better experience. Favorite games. So this is a very difficult one, but as I told you before, I am so into visual novels and a lot of types of games, so I can give you a list again about this. For example, Ace Attorney, Danganronpa, When They Cry series, Uminego Higurashi. But I also like another thing, for example, the Resident Evil saga. But I'm not the Resident Evil series, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of a scaredy cat, so I struggle a lot when playing the old games before Resident Evil 4. And I have only finished the first Resident Evil, the DS version, and the Leon A route of Resident Evil 2, the original one. I haven't played the remakes, but I want to play the Resident Evil 4 remake because I love Resident Evil 4. One of the games that shaped my childhood was Resident Evil 4. I played a lot of games. I ended in all their difficulties. It's professional, obviously professional inclusive. But the only thing that I didn't manage to do with Resident Evil 4 is to have to unlock the hand cannon, the very powerful Magnum pistol revolver. I don't remember what it was, because to unlock the handgun and all of the handgun especially, you needed to get 5 stars in all the scenarios with all the characters. And I have to recognize I am afraid of the special ganados in the last scenario of the mercenaries, because there are guys with 2 bigger chainsaws who advance moving all the chainsaws from one side to another, and that scared me a lot. Actually, I'm so scared of the chainsaw guy, and actually that fear came back when I played the Resident Evil 5 Mercenaries, because this will be maybe a weird Mandela effect, but I remember a guy in a spacesuit using a chainsaw, equipping a chainsaw. That is kind of very what is the term? It's like a very crazy dream. So I hope that if I revisit the Mercenaries of Resident Evil 5 again, that game won't have a guy in a spacesuit with a chainsaw. Okay, favorite music, I told you before, is mostly but not limited to rock and electronic music. I can give you some reference, especially in the Japanese side. For example, in terms of rock and also a bit of electronic music, I like Bump of Chicken, Eevee, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's Eve. What another one? Well, I like Minami, and I also like Honeyworks. Have a lot of very good songs. Kawaii Kute Gomen, hell of a banger. What is the other one? Julieta from Lip Lip, a banger. Goodbye from Full Throttle 4, one of the best songs I have ever heard. Bro, I enjoy that song so much. And on the other ones are classic ones, like for example, Asian Kung Fu Generation. What other bands I like? Well, a lot of bands, and also some songs from bands or something like that. But I welcome every rock and electronic music in general. Other styles of music, I give them the benefit of doubt, but because there are some genres that I don't like, but sometimes there are one or two songs that are very good and are catchy, and when I found those type of songs, I actually enjoy them. So it all becomes to if I like the song and their melody, basically like that. And in dislikes, well, as I say, there are some things I don't like, but one of the things I don't like is seafood. I don't like seafood too much, with the exception of fish and some algae, something like that. I don't remember how to pronounce algae. So I like fish, but I don't like the other things. For example, crabs or something like that. Crabs, octopus. That's why, for example, I am not too enthusiastic to try takoyaki because it has octopus, and I don't like octopus. Especially, the thing is, I don't like seafood because of the smell. The smell. Well, actually, one of the first things I do is that I smell my food before I eat it. So if the smell is bad, it has a very big influence on whether I am going to eat that food or not. So that is sadly is the problem with seafood, that sometimes I can't stand their smell, and I don't eat it. Okay, who do you admire? Well, I admire a lot of people by their strength to do things, to keep doing things, to keep doing great things. But I want to reduce these questions to the Vtubing. So I gotta say right now, I'm a very big fan of Holobro. So one of the guys that I admire a lot is Mr. Axel Sirius from Hollow Stars English. That is because this guy have the guts to do what he wants in the good sense of the word, and had a very good voice. So I kind of look up to him. I don't say I want to become a people like Axel in terms of all of the manners of how he acts, because I don't think I can do it. But there's something I like is about his taste on music, and how he takes his musical journey. So I'm taking I'm kind of taking an inspiration of him to select the songs that I like, and try to, well, I won't say do the grinding on music, but try to enjoy the songs that I want to sing, and to discover new songs. Actually, thanks to Axel, I discovered this song Kyukurarin by and I don't remember the artist. Iowa, I think. Kyukurarin, a very good song. a very strange but a very good song. So shout out to my boy Axel Sirius. You are great. Keep being great, bro. And what's your dream? Okay, my dream is that I want to be a better person that I am today. Tomorrow I want to be a better person I am today. But I want to live my music. That is because I want to feel, well, obviously I have to work, I have to study, I will have my life and something like that, but one thing I won't change by anything is the way I want to live my music, because I want to feel the music as I do my covers, and some maybe in the future do some original songs, but I want to learn how to produce a song by myself in terms of composing. I have some knowledge about composing about that, but I don't want to I'm not confident in my skills yet. So the thing is, I will work focusing myself on doing covers when I can do it, because as I told you before, logistic problems prevent me to do this in a quicker manner and in a frequent manner. But I hope that will change in the next years, to have some more covers, more interactions with the community, because I want to be honest, I don't have too many interactions with the community, with the Vtuber community. I know some few, well, I have interacted with a few creators in Twitter and sometimes during streams, but very few because of all my problems with my hardware. So I think one of the things I need to do is I want to interact with people and have fun. I know that if you want to do that, you need to go out and search for that. But I want to establish myself a little bit. Maybe that way I will find people with my who can share taste or something like that. But as I say, this is a long journey. We have to take one step at a time. I don't want to pressure things myself because I don't want to get burned out. I want to give. I am serious. I'm very serious in doing this a try, because I think I can do it. So in that sense, I am confident that I can do all of these things. So I will do it. Let's go, me. Gamare. And the final one, closing remarks. I'll use this question as a closing of the stream today. I have enjoyed this time streaming, as well as the last time I streamed about a year ago, I think. Because streaming and doing all of these things gives me the opportunity to have interaction with people with another realities, another taste, and another goals, because it's a very beautiful thing to watch people grow and achieve their goals, and how happy and realized people feel when they achieve their goals. Because I also myself feel happy and realized when I achieve my goals, and also we put some new challenges challenges to work, to grind for. So my closing remark is kind of a message to myself and to other people. You are great. Keep being the greatest person you can be. So there is, if I say so myself, a very strong message so that I want to leave here, because I feel we have different forms of growing, but the things that we do not have to miss is we can be better, we can keep improving. So we are great and we can keep being the greatest person. So you are great and keep being the greatest person you can be. If you can grow greater, that's okay. That's very good actually. Okay, so I just saw that I have been talking about 1 hour and a half. That is a lot of time. I didn't think it was possible to do that because 1 year ago I was struggling with all my English. So I think studying English for doing exams and to practice and to interact with other people, I think it gave its fruits. So I'm happy and realized that I learned English and I can communicate in a decent way with other people. So let this stream be a testimony of how far I have advanced on my learning of English, and hopefully using stream and interacting with other people will improve it even more. So not only people gain from watching my content, but I also gain for practicing my secondary languages, because I want to use it and I want to go out and know the world throughout the years. So if you're watching this and learning another language or preparing or acquiring new skills, do it. You can do it. It's like the video. You can do it. Okay. So having said that, we have reached the end of this stream. So if you reach this point of the stream, whether you are live or you are watching the bot or jumping to some timestamp, I want to say thank you for joining me and for listening to me. I was a little bit nervous to come back because I streamed some other people, I disappeared and I came back in another platform, so I think it's going to be a little bit difficult to grow this, but we'll give it a try and I'll give my best to do so. So thank you so much for coming, and I'll use the ending greeting that I invented. So thank you for coming and see you at the next stargazing. Goodbye and have a good day.